You don't elevate your worth by pleading for notice. You elevate it by establishing distance, allowing your absence to resonate more profoundly than your constant visibility ever could. The reality is that being longed for holds greater influence than perpetual availability. Welcome back to InspireX Motivation, the forum where we dissect the fundamental realities of psychology, interpersonal dynamics, and personal esteem. If you've ever sensed being undervalued, disregarded, or assumed, today's discourse will strike at the core of your experience. We're exploring why permitting others to yearn for you can exponentially enhance your perceived value, and how to achieve this authentically, without artifice or coercion, but with poise. Remain engaged until the conclusion, as the final insight I'll impart will fundamentally alter your self-perception. And if you're committed to ongoing development alongside us, please subscribe, enable notifications, and explore our membership for profound, exclusive analyses. Principle 1. Separation fosters longing. Proximity is enriching, yet unrelenting proximity stifles intrigue. In our era, many equate affection with perpetual availability, immediate responses, attending every summons, and constant visibility. But consider this irony. When you grant excessive entry, you inadvertently diminish your esteem. Envision it as a fine fragrance. The initial application captivates, persists, draws notice, and invites closer engagement. But incessant application causes the aroma to fade into obscurity, becoming imperceptible. This parallels your companionship. Human cognition is attuned to expectation, enigma, and rarity. We do not yearn for the ubiquitous. We yearn for what seems ephemeral. We covet what appears elusive. By introducing separation, not as reprisal, but as self-regard, you enable others to contemplate your significance. They start to perceive the void you create, the warmth, vitality, serenity, or vitality you once provided. It is within this contemplation that yearning emerges. Recall the most recent instance you genuinely longed for someone. Was it due to their incessant communication, or because their absence illuminated the essence of their contribution? That exemplifies the potency of separation. It is not dismissal, it is enlightenment. It reveals those who cherish your companionship versus those who merely exploited your accessibility. The genuine appreciators will sense the void. They will extend themselves. They will ponder you. And thus, you enhance your worth silently. Principle 2. Excessive visibility erodes esteem. We frequently assume perpetual presence ensures indelibility. Yet the truth is, heightened accessibility reduces appreciation. Reflect on this. A cherished melody delights upon initial hearings, but incessant repetition prompts aversion. Not because its merit declined, but due to overfamiliarity. This dynamic applies to individuals. Overexposure induces apathy. When you respond promptly to every inquiry, appear unsolicited, or offer beyond what's solicited, you transition from a gift to mere ambience. Even opulence loses allure when commonplace. Gems captivate not solely for their splendor, but for their scarcity. Rarity begets worth, and you must extend this to your own vitality. Overexposure is insidious as it masquerades as virtue. You deem it devotion. You deem it fidelity. But excessive availability obscures your distinctiveness. Rather than being etched in memory, you are bypassed. Rather than being esteemed, you are anticipated. And the stark reality, when attention requires no effort, respect wanes. What is freely bestowed becomes unremarkable. This does not advocate total withdrawal. It advocates deliberate allocation. You select moments to engage, to impart your vitality, to permit entry. Thereby, your companionship transcends the mundane. It becomes significant, indelible, and compelling. Principle 3. Esteem is cultivated through reticence. Many dread quietude, believing cessation of clarification severs bonds. Yet reticence, wielded with grace, constitutes a potent communicative mode. In an era of incessant discourse, the composed individual captivates regard. Your reticence conveys an unequivocal statement. Your vitality is non-negotiable. You eschew perpetual validation of your merit. You've transcended the compulsion to substantiate yourself. Consider your latest dispute. Did escalation foster genuine comprehension? Likely not. but envision deliberate reticence, not frailty, not evasion, but purposeful. Such reticence compels them to confront their conduct independently. By halting over-elaboration, you compel introspection. They must grapple with their deeds sans your mitigation. Your reticence serves as a reflector, illuminating their actions wordlessly. Esteem arises not from vociferation, but when others discern your composure surpasses their turmoil. When they recognize provocation no longer elicits response. When your reticence tempers their fervor. And the verity, reticence renders your companionship scarce. It compels acknowledgement of what was dismissed amid unrestricted access. At times, the most impactful action is inaction. Principle 4. Self-orientation is alluring. There is a profound allure in individuals centered on their own evolution, not hubris, but serene, anchored self-regard. When you cease awaiting selection and commence self-selection, you transform perceptions entirely. No need for proclamation, no fanfare required. Others perceive it. As you prioritize advancement, tranquility, aspirations, your aura evolves, your demeanor shifts, you disregard trivial judgments. You remain unshaken by minor upheavals. You are anchored, and anchored individuals are irresistible. For most navigate amid clamor, diversions, and uncertainties. Encountering stability, serenity, and life focus feels exceptional. It feels secure. It feels potent. Attraction stems not from pursuit but from construction, from transformation. The deeper your self-investment, the more your worth is intuitively recognized. Hence, truly centered individuals command esteem effortlessly. Their self-orientation invites presence not through demand but embodiment. Principle 5. Authentic connections discern withdrawal. This constitutes the definitive gauge, withdrawal. Superficial ties may overlook your retreat or acknowledge it indifferently, but that reflects their shallowness, not yours. Profound bonds, however, register it acutely. They note absent messages. They long for your equanimity. They sense altered dynamics because presence conceals its influence until absent. Withdrawal prompts introspection. It clarifies genuine appreciation versus mere utilization. Superficial ones permit drift. Authentic ones halt, contemplate, and initiate. Their outreach stems not from entreaty but from absence evoking the totality of your contribution. Thus, retreat is not subterfuge, it is disclosure. It distinguishes soul cherishers from convenience exploiters. It delineates those who esteemed your essence from those who merely relished your utility. Principle 6. Your vitality is a premium, not a bargain. This challenges many, recognizing not all merit your access. Perhaps you've long offered concessions, perpetual availability, unyielding pardon, constant accommodation. And greater provision yielded lesser regard. Yet the reality, your vitality is premium, not universal, not discounted, not unrestricted. It demands reciprocity via allegiance, mutual esteem, sincere concern. Embracing your vitality's rarity alters treatment. Authentic ones approach with reverence. Superficial ones recede. Initial discomfort yields, ultimately, liberation. For remainers value you. They reciprocate, not extract. They don't consume your companionship, they treasure it. Your vitality is formidable. Cease its squander. Safeguard it. Defend it. Regard it as the asset it represents. Thus, permit their yearning. Allow your absence to articulate more emphatically than your presence. For ceasing concessions, treating your vitality as the premium it is, elevates your worth, not merely externally, but intrinsically. If this resonated, continue exploring. View my prior video. It aligns seamlessly with today's insights. And for deeper immersion, join our membership for exclusive resources unavailable elsewhere. Until next, preserve your serenity, protect your vitality, and remember, being yearned for surpasses perpetual visibility and potency.